Yo, 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 what it do, everybody? It's Kevo Bitch, and I'm sitting right here with,
TrueJahSoulja, aka Yao G.
and you are now watching B&B Takeoff, presented by Flight INC. Yo. We back. Sitting right here with the guy, TrueJahSoulja.
You know it.
Off the rip. Tell these people where you from, man. Welcome to the terminal, first of all.
Appreciate it. Great to be here, my man. I'm from Ethiopia, East Africa, Addis Ababa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. I've
Oh,
been,
yeah.
Born and raised out there. Moved out here when I was 20 years old.
So how old are you now?
I'm 26.
So you moved out here 6 years ago?
Yes, sir.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
Listening to you, I wouldn't have been able to tell that. Like,
that's what a lot of people say, actually. But like, there's a whole lot of diversity back home. Actually, there's a lot of people because of the inflation and everything. A lot of people come and invest and everything. So we have a lot of different schools, and all my friends a lot of my friends were foreign. So the common language is English. So.
Oh,
yeah.
See, we learn something new every day.
Yes,
But for those who did know that, don't be putting in the comments, how you ain't know that? Chill, don't be worried about all that. So, tell me about, how you managed to get here,
So, what I first came out here for was school, which I'm still doing, you know what I mean, trying to get an education and everything, but certain situations made it so that I had to stay a little bit longer, I still haven't accomplished my goals and everything, so still here, basically.
Hey, man, you gonna get, minor setbacks, bro. You gonna definitely get that shit, yeah. Before the cameras came on, you were telling me about some guys you met up with, y'all do tracks together?
Yes, sir. So these guys are my people, made a huge imprint on my life. If I hadn't met those people, I would have been a completely different person. You know what I mean? These really cool cats, some real people, real souls from New Jersey. Their family's originally from Jamaica, and they're Rasta. So it's a lot of people know the Rastas believe that our former emperor, Emperor Haile Selassie, was the Christ in his kingly character is what they like to call it and what they believe. So they actually repatriate to Ethiopia.
Now, for the people that don't know, tell them what repatriate means.
Repatriation is going back to the place where you came from, where your roots are. And a lot of people believe the Israelite roots and everything are actually in Ethiopia. And so they moved their whole family back to Ethiopia, and so it ended up that we became neighbors and we started talking, sharing ideas and everything, and eventually started making music together. Completely changed my perspective on the world,
And speaking of making music together,
yes, sir.
Let me see if I can say this. Oh.
Yeah, see, it's a whole different language.
See,
so
look, when we was off camera, I was saying it, but then I just looked at it, and then it was I don't want to mispronounce. But say it one more time.
Minishano. Yeah. So it's kind of slang for what the fuck, or come on, man, type stuff. So basically what the track is about is come on, get up, get your shit done, you know what I mean? Wake up, go forward, you know what I mean? You can do whatever you put your mind to, so go and get it, type shit.
And it's not in English.
It is not.
What language is it in?
Amharic.
Amharic.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in honor of this track, introduce this track in Amharic for the...
In Amharic?
Yeah, in Amharic.
Alright. Shit here. ቀጣይ የሚመጣው ዘፈን ምንሼ ነው ይባላል። ዘፈኑን ያቀናበረው Predator aka Josiah TrueJahSoulja ከትሩ ጃስቲስ ክሩ የሚመጣ ሰው ነው እና በጣም ታለንትድ የሆነ እና በጣም ብዙ አሪፍ ሙዚቃ ያለው ሰው ነው። አዳምጡት።
What he said. Y'all check it out. We'll come right back.
Minisheno Wako magada minisheno Diwete makaya faligeno Kize makatan charasheno Yarada mika wasajeno Eheno kalunga ticheno Meneno minu wada jeno Wari wana tisma joro dafinyeno Ale teraterim Yegita isira Erasi asgerim Sintu bias degu Sintu bias kaka Yeni hasab sai hon Yegita tasaka Kanem biho mata Jibi yeta gafa Kakabero tenkol Erato tafata Wandi mehemeslo Girali agaba Mare hone melas Imbasho si waga Imbasa kofata Dine nakatatil Gita nina resa Sera menem sate Sata kate Nebel balun kuskus Masana kazele Fere tekle kutkut Araway bamutgut Wandi mitanesa Ihe siga bimo Simha iresta Kalu chita tamir Ambasa ya gesal Gita mantenaito Lila kanya meta
Yo, salam. Time listen now.
Yes, I.
Hey, I ain't even know. They didn't know.
They know.
But no, I just learned that just now. Like, man, y'all should have seen me off camera trying, bruh. I was going.
You got it,
through
you got it.
I definitely got it because
Yeah.
you was fucking with me.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we back. We brat.
Come on.
Tell these people what I just said though. I was gonna
You
put
just said it.
subtitles, but
Tamelisa now means we're back. We're back in this dump, about to get it.
yeah, we definitely back though.
Yes, sir.
We back. Y'all just finished checking out something that was real life, never before done on this show. We played a track that was in a completely different language. One. And I heard it before we got on the show. And I ain't understand the words. And I still
What
was
you think about
feeling
the
it.
beat though?
Yeah,
My
that's what I'm
man
saying. I was
ripped
still
it up,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. I was still feeling it. It was like you don't gotta necessarily understand the words to feel it for real. It's like it's a whole
It's a
it's
vibe.
a vibe. You see what I'm saying? See, that's how you know. That's how you know.
Yes, sir.
But we about to talk about this track called Warriors. Your inspiration behind this track. Like where you was at as far as like your mind when you was working on this track. Because when we listen to this, you were saying this is something you
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like this one of the tracks that I hold closest to heart, you know what I mean? Because it's talking about a lot of real shit that, I've observed throughout life, things that I've learned about, you know what I mean? And things that I actually feel. So, I'm not just rapping, but, you know what I mean? I'm just actually expressing a lot of shit that I actually feel. And it's to, like, talking to anybody that's, struggled and like, of course, a lot of tracks are, similar and everything, but this is things that I've seen, like, in my life, you know what I mean? People working against you, you know what I mean? You persevering, believing, keep pushing, you know what I mean? And no matter, you're a warrior.
at all times.
Yeah, and they're always going to come at you. They're trying to, break you down, take away your defense, and, fucking kill you in the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Sheesh.
But you gotta fight back and do what you gotta do, fucking prevail, you know what I mean?
No questions.
So it just it holds a special place with me, you know what I mean? Came out so nice. My boy produced it. I found it. It's like it was a free beat, but my boy just tweaked it up a little bit.
Shout your boy out. Like, you ain't shout nobody out. Like,
That's fine.
He said, "That's my guy."
His name is Ray, actually. Ray. But let me look at his Instagram real quick. I'm gonna have to
Hey,
look it up.
yeah, I'm saying, look, everybody definitely go through shit. Like, I'm pretty sure my viewers can attest. Like, they know.
Absolutely.
Like, I took a little break for a second from the show because I was going through shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like everybody got some shit that they feel like, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even put this shit into words for real, but
so we all go through something, you know what I mean?
Like you said, it's that warrior mentality.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I mean? You gotta prevail, gotta keep strong, you gotta roll with the punches, you know, take whatever they throw it at you and just let it bounce off and just keep going with your spirit still high, you know what I mean? Keep your head up. That's what I was thinking, and it really came out in a way where I was able to express all that, and you know, struggles that a lot of people go through, you know what I mean? And at the moment, I was going out in DC a lot, you know what I mean, and I'll be in DC like most of the time, so I would see a lot of things, you know, people like, you know, like struggling and
that's
shit.
what I'm saying. What's the contrast? Like you came here when you were 20, so it's like you have a whole different perspective on a lot of situations. So it's like, can you give us a contrast of like what you see out here opposed to what you were seeing when you were back home?
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's completely 100% different. I mean, it's the people you meet out there, and the whole culture is cutthroat as shit out here. It's cutthroat as shit. Like people, even though like we have less back home and shit, you still see, you know, there's people still care about you. You know what I mean? And there's not a lot of. I see a little bit more like, you know, it's a beautiful country. You see a lot of different things, you know, but I also noticed that there's a lot of animosity as well, you know what I mean? And I see a lot of people that have been lost in that, you know what I mean? Because people will use you and to get a little edge up, even though it might cost, you might never recover from it, you know what I mean? And a lot of people that are lost in that, and it kind of, you know, that's what I was seeing, you know, and I was just saying, like, you know, you still got it. You still got to keep moving, you know, just keep going, basically. It's hard to express, but after you listen to the track, it definitely makes more sense, you know.
Y'all heard him.
Yes, sir.
After you listen to the
Check
track,
it out. Let me know what you think.
y'all heard him. Check it out. Warriors.
Yes, sir.
TrueJahSoulja. Check that thing out.
I see your eyes, I see the warrior, I see the battles and the struggles that be hugging ya. I see the lies, I see them gunning ya. I see them with them schemes plotting when they running up. I see your eyes, I see the warrior, I see the battles and the struggles that be hugging ya. I see the lies, I see them gunning ya. I see them with them schemes plotting when they running up. My brother, my sister, I see ya. Know you in the struggle running out of ideas. Yeah, they quick to judge, but wouldn't wanna be us. Dealing with the bullshit, dealing with the BS. Trying to get to better days, packed up in the Prius. Gotta be a better way, station like a PS. Play us like a game, man, like it when they see us. Down on the ground when we make it, they be pissed. Shot us and they miss, got us, we the kids. We said it was love, took it for ideas. Hung us from the bedpost for the world to see us. Shot us with the lead, most people leaving kids. Now the kids raising kids, this is what it is. Who's the king? What's the end? Jumping down the cliff. I would crack a smile, but the cracks is on my lips. I've been thirsty for a while for the love they say they give, for the love they say they give. I see the warrior, I see the battles.
Yo. Salam. Can't remember the rest. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all just finished checking out Warriors. I ain't trying to put on no accent on nothing. I'm just saying your name. And a cool little with the Elvis. Yeah. But you was talking during the break. Not only do you rap, but you got a beat that you made on this track that I fuck with.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I started too, like making beats.
Oh, you started making beats?
Yeah, I started making beats before I started recording and shit. Man.
So this track, Post Haste. Now, when it first came on, I heard the beat. I was like, damn, that beat crank. How you put that together? Like, which one came first? The idea for the song or the beat? The beat came first, of course. That's just...
Smack this shit.
Oh yeah.
And I heard the drums, bro. There's like in the background you can hear the drums, like some African drums, like. I just put that in a loop. Had some more drums, had some more sounds, and everything that I put on it just kept getting a little bit more, you know, fire. So at some point I was like, shit, let me stop and write something to this. So then it came out real nice. I was like, I probably wrote that shit. I made the beat, then I wrote the track the next day, then wrote it, recorded it, then posted it, and like basically. And
that shit, hey. We gonna let him hear that? Are we gonna let him hear that? All right, we gonna let him hear that. But we not gonna play it right now because we gotta do some more of this. Like, come on, man. Now, you done work with a lot of people. Now, it's no slight against some of the people we work with, and it's not trying to put up some of the other people we work with, but you said there was some special people, like, that you wanted to make sure everybody got to know, got to go check out. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Your man, your video on YouTube, The Fog.
Yeah.
Tell me something about that. We not going to check that one out. We going to drop the link, though, in the description.
Yeah, man.
Tell me a little something about that.
So, my man that was the one that produced that video, we went to high school together back in Ethiopia.
Shit, take it back.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sitting here thinking the whole time, I'm like, oh, they went to high school together. That's a brick ago. Not even thinking in my mind he came here when he was 20. That's after high school.
Yeah,
like,
right after high school. Yeah.
Bruh. Continue. Don't even
so we just linked up, we started talking, and I just saw a couple of the projects that he was working on, and this man is just like on the next level, you know what I mean? Like professional level type shit. And I was just like, why don't we do a video, you know what I mean? It would be something to put in your like portfolio type shit. And he's never done a music video before. That was his first music video.
Oh yeah, and that thing looked crisp.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta check that joint out.
Yeah, that man, like more than the track, the actual track, I feel like the video.
The video is,
yeah, man, because the technique he used, you know, the ideas he had and everything was just, and we shot that shit in one day. We just linked up, shot it. It was like different
no, I'm saying,
venues.
of course it was different scenes, but was it all one take? Like, did y'all have to, like, stop or do anything like that?
Nah. I mean, we just took a whole bunch of videos. He took it home.
And then brought it back and it was magic.
He just emailed it to me the next day and I was just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely check out. And he has a page on YouTube. He has a lot of videos. Not only music videos, but like he has interviews with like a lot of artists and people that are coming up. He actually just put out a series. He just finished the first season of a series that he shot right here in DC, and it's amazing. He's just about to take off.
Y'all could check him out on YouTube. I'm gonna drop them links. Maybe one day we could get him on the show. Y'all already know how to do it. Hit him, have him hit me, or vice versa. However we do it, and we can all link up. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of what we need to do, nah, let's wait. Let's wait
Right.
because they ain't hear it yet. I'm gonna introduce the track. Post haste. TrueJahSoulja.
I know what it is. Check it out.
He made the beat. He killed the beat. And he brought it to the guys. Check that thing out and bring it back.
No.
I ain't looking for a handout, that's when the man down. I be on it to the death, and that's hands down. I be tracking on my steps, I'm a man now. and the man gotta get it how he can now. If you look for trouble, I will kindly lend a hand out. I ain't backing up from shit, understand how. If I gotta take a hit, better lay it down. Cause when it's my turn, that's the last round. Get it how I live, get it off the missile any way I can. I ain't by the city, looking puzzled, then I got no fucks to give. I don't look for trouble, everybody wins. When you got the Holy One above you, when I get it how I live, get it off the missile any way I can. I ain't by the city, looking puzzled, then I got no fucks to give. I don't look for trouble, everybody wins. When you got the Holy One above you,
yeah. I give thanks, praise throughout all of my days. Cross a nigga and you figure that he looking both ways. Where you lost, then you better get it cracking post haste. Cause the time is a commodity that I can't waste. Give thanks, praise throughout all of my days. Cross a nigga and you figure that he looking both ways. Where you lost, then you better get it cracking post haste. Cause the time is a commodity that I can't waste.
Yeah. I'm just out here trying to
Yo,
rain and I
we
can't
back.
stop. And the rivers stay rising with every raindrop.
Sitting right here, we got
something that we ain't got.
Salam. He was whispering it to me, but I wasn't about to bring it in. Like I wasn't about to. I was trying to think about how to say the other part, but I was playing. I ain't never remember. Should have wrote it down once again.
Hey.
It's time for that real portion of the show. Before I ask him a question that I asked all of them, he said he wants to say something specifically to y'all. Camera 2. Let them know, like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, just something that people should know about me is, I don't, a lot of my raps is just try to keep it as 100 as possible, you know what I mean? Shit that's happened in my life and something that I feel, I don't talk about, I'm not rich yet, so I don't really talk about money or like, bitches, none of that. I try to keep everything real, organic, what's going on, something I can feel, something I can, go back and be like, yeah, this was talking about this happening, this time, you know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely, I'm very much, proud of that, and every track that I put out comes from the heart, so that is definitely something you should know about my tracks when you listen to it. It's actually not fabricated.
So reality, all based on reality. That's definitely what we need out here, because, like I tell people, it's some people that are out here that's not rappers, they entertainers. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing to go for wrestling. It's like, I watch wrestling. You see what I'm saying? I watched WrestleMania the other night, and it's like, I know wrestling is fake. You see what I'm saying? It's entertainment. You see what I'm saying? Like, when I put out tracks, it's like, I know I've been through most of the shit that I talk about. I know people who, like, when I say shit about, like, hitting a nigga, something like that, I say, I'll call a nigga to hit a nigga. Me personally, nah, I'm not with none of that. I ain't about to throw my whole situation away because I want to live my raps. You know what I'm saying? So, for you to be, like, real life authentic and be willing to even tell these people, like, man, if y'all looking for that boom, shooting up shit, that gang bitches shit, that's not where you at. You see what I'm saying? You want some real, like, niggas want to say man time, you want some man time. You see what I'm saying? Man.
Like, definitely, like, this goes back to, like, the people that I was telling you about, people that I met in Ethiopia, the rockstars, like, my friends, like, Predator, names Josiah, Joel, the whole family, man, really put an imprint on me, opened me up to this whole other spiritual side, that's reflected in my music. I'm very spiritual. I'm not religious, but I'm very spiritual, so that reflects in my music. My principles reflect in my music. Things that I believe in reflect in my music. So those tracks are me, that I'm putting out there. So like, you can actually, it's not like just something that I want y'all to just be like to, but like,
let me hear that.
Yeah, what are you saying? What is this man about? You know what I mean? So if you can fuck with it, you can fuck with it. But at the end of the day, that's me.
Listen to that shit for real. Like, listen to that shit, man. It's like I told you, once again, like I told you in the break, it's like it's a difference between entertaining and rapping, and it's like we got a lot of entertainers,
Yeah.
and we don't
And
have.
props to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, it's
Nothing-
no.
Yeah.
Of course, it's no knock.
Yeah.
Nigga. Most of the people I listen to are entertainers.
Exactly.
But
Same.
like I said, you gotta get it how you know. Like,
Yeah.
get it from what you know.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta do it. So, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How can the DMV, like, we have no pipeline. We have nobody that's like able to pick people out. Not necessarily pick people out. We have no platform for real. Like, we real life don't have no platform. Everybody want to say they got a platform, but we have no solid platform that's putting people out there and helping people and shit like that. How do we get to a position where we can get like that?
You know, well, my observation, like my opinion.
You said earlier in the interview, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
You said earlier in the interview that you see a lot of animosity out here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
is that contributing? Like, what you think?
Yeah, like, you know, it's my opinion, my observation, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say this is what it is or this is not what it is, you know what I mean? But I see basically a lot of people just, you know, trying to maybe outshine one another instead of like coming together, you know. I've been to a couple, like one of my friends performed or like some open mics and shit. There's not a lot of support for one artist for the other, you know what I mean? Like when one comes on, even though the shit is fire, you won't see like the reaction from the crowd, you know what I mean? Then, but when they come on, you know what I mean? It's not like, because the talent is here, you know, and the resources are here, you know, even on the street, when you're walking down the street in DC, like, you be listening to some fire shit, you know, like, you see people on the side of the street making music, you know what I mean, the buckets and all that, the jam and all that, the go-go and all that, there's unique stuff that you can identify with, you know what I mean, there's talent that's out there, and, you know, it's a prime location, you know what I mean, I feel like the only thing is people don't want to, I don't want to say it, they don't want to, but I don't see a lot of uplifting each other, you know what I mean? So, helping each other out. So, I feel like if that happens, you won't need somebody to help you out. Everybody will be helping each other out, you know what I mean? So, that's just my observation. That's what I think.
Hey,
I've only
I
been
asked you,
here.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I asked you that question because, like I said, you almost got a different point of view of the whole situation because it's like you said, you've only been here, what, 6 years?
Yeah.
Like, you see it both ways almost, and it's like we and they needed to hear that. You see what I'm saying? If these people wanted to find you, find your music, anything like that, where they go, like
TrueJahSoulja on Instagram, on